You know, there's a simple, quiet force that has the power to completely reshape your world from the inside out. It's something we talk about a lot, gratitude. But what does it really mean to practice it, to live it? How can simple thankfulness become one of the most transformative tools you have? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. So let's get right to it with a big question. Is gratitude just, saying thank you when someone holds the door for you? Is it just about good manners? And well, yeah, of course, being polite is important. What we're talking about today goes so much deeper. It's not just an action you perform, it's a whole new lens through which to see your life. At its core, gratitude is really a fundamental shift in your attention. It's the conscious, deliberate choice to focus on what you have in your life instead of getting stuck on what you think is missing. You can almost think of it like a muscle in your mind. The more you exercise it, the more you practice looking for the good, the stronger that ability gets, until it becomes second nature. And this really brings us to two completely different ways of living. On one side, you've got a scarcity mindset. That's the little voice in your head that's always whispering, it's not enough time, not enough money, not enough success. But gratitude is the key that unlocks an abundance mindset. It helps you see that even when things aren't perfect, your life is still incredibly full of gifts. It's the bridge from feeling like you're lacking to feeling truly rich without a single thing around you having to change. Now, this whole idea isn't some new age trend, not at all. It's timeless wisdom that philosophers and spiritual leaders have talked about for centuries. But here's what's so exciting. Modern science is finally catching up. We now have real, hard evidence for what the ancients always seemed to know. Let's explore how that ancient wisdom and modern proof connect. Just take this incredible quote from the Roman philosopher Cicero from over 2,000 years ago. He called gratitude the parent of all other virtues. Now think about that for a second. The parent. What he meant was that when you start from a place of thankfulness, all these other amazing qualities just naturally start to grow. It becomes easier to be kind, to be patient, to be humble. It's like gratitude is the fertile soil, and all the other virtues are the beautiful things that spring from it. Okay, so let's fast forward a couple of thousand years from Cicero's time. What we're finding in labs and research studies today is directly validating that ancient wisdom. This isn't just a philosophical ideal anymore. Gratitude is now a scientifically backed strategy for living a better, healthier life. And the research is so clear on this. A consistent daily gratitude practice brings about real, measurable benefits. We're talking about lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol, deeper and more restful sleep, and of course, much stronger relationships with the people around you. But maybe the most incredible part is that it literally rewires the neural pathways in your brain. It trains your mind to spot the positive more easily, making appreciation your default setting, not just an occasional feeling. All right, so now that we get why this is so powerful, let's get practical. How do you actually start weaving this into your day-to-day life? And I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I just don't have the time. Well, the best part is you really don't need much time at all. Let's look at 3 incredibly simple rituals you can start doing today. Here are 3 easy ones. First, the morning ritual. Before you do anything else, before you check your phone, before you check email, just take 1 minute and write down 3 specific things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the coffee you're about to have. This primes your brain for a positive day. Second, try a gratitude letter. Once a week, maybe, write a short, simple note to someone who's made a positive impact on your life. The act of writing it and sharing it creates this huge wave of positive emotion for both of you. And third, and this is the easiest one, just pause and notice. For literally 30 seconds, stop what you're doing, look around, and find one single thing in your environment to genuinely appreciate. These tiny moments add up and build a powerful, lasting habit. Now, it's pretty easy to feel grateful when you're on top of the world, right? When everything's going your way. But what about when life gets really hard? When you're dealing with loss or failure or pain? This, right here, is when gratitude stops being a celebration and starts being a lifeline. It's when it shows its true strength. Think about a ship in a massive storm. To keep from being thrown against the rocks, it needs an anchor. Gratitude is that anchor in the storms of our lives. Now, the anchor doesn't make the storm magically disappear, but it holds you firm. It gives you a point of stability and helps you weather the hardship with a sense of strength you didn't know you had. In every tough situation, you're faced with a choice about where to put your focus. You can fixate on what's been lost, which often leads down a path of despair, or gratitude can help you shift your focus to what remains. The strengths you still have, the people who are still by your side, the lessons you've learned. That shift doesn't erase the pain, not at all, but it gives you the fuel you need to endure it. And there's really no more powerful example of this than the psychiatrist Viktor Frankl. As a survivor of the Holocaust, he observed something incredible. He saw that even in the most horrific, unimaginable conditions, the people who could find just a shred of meaning, a tiny moment of gratitude, for a sunset, for a memory, were the ones who could survive with their human dignity intact. It's a profound lesson. If gratitude can offer strength in the absolute darkest of places, just imagine the strength it can offer us in our own lives. When you practice gratitude consistently, it's not just a quick mood booster. It's a catalyst for deep, profound, and lasting transformation. It literally changes everything about how you experience your life. So let's just recap what that incredible change really looks like. It really comes down to these three massive pillars of change. First, your whole perspective shifts. Your problems don't just vanish, but they start to lose their power over you because your focus is now on your blessings and your strengths. Second, your relationships deepen. When you regularly tell people what you appreciate about them, they feel seen, they feel valued, and that connection just gets stronger and stronger. And finally, your resilience grows. Gratitude is like a constant reminder of the good things you have, giving you this deep inner strength to bounce back when things get tough. So, if you take away just one thing today, please let it be this. Gratitude is not a passive feeling that you just wait to wash over you. It is an active choice, it's a practice, it's a discipline you commit to, like going to the gym. And by consciously training your heart and your mind to see the world this way, day by day, it slowly becomes less of a practice and more of just who you are. So I want to leave you with a direct invitation. This transformation doesn't have to start tomorrow or next week. It can start right now, in this very moment. So just take a second, quiet your mind, and think, what three things, big or small, are you grateful for today?